My name's Daniel Pym and I'm a broker with Loan Market. We talk to a lot of first home buyers that are thinking about buying and are really unsure about what their borrowing capacity is, who the best lender to talk to is, and we find that they quite often don't really even know what questions to ask. And I think one of the reasons people use a broker is because we do this all day, every day. We know how to answer the questions that they want to know. We also understand some of the things that they need to know that maybe they're not aware of. When we're talking to first home buyers, we really just let them know that everything we talk about is private and confidential, and that we're really here to make sure that they get the best advice. We don't charge them a fee for our service, and we really add value by explaining to them what their options are in terms of borrowing capacity and lenders and repayments. There's a few things that first home buyers need to think about when they're buying their first property, and the first one is, what lenders are happy to talk to us. If I've been gifted my deposit, do I need to keep it in the bank account, and what type of loan is the best one for me. So one of the things we explain to people is when we do a budget, we let them know about all the costs for setting up, whether they be an application fee, solicitor's fees, any mortgage insurance costs, so that they have a good understanding of all of the costs. One of the first things we look at with clients is setting a budget and understanding, if I want to buy a property for $500,000, then how much deposit's required, how much are the lender's fees, what sort of solicitor's costs are involved, and that really gives them an understanding of exactly how much money they need to have for a deposit. The same goes with income. So just because you can borrow $1 million doesn't mean that you'd be quite comfortable paying that off. So we look at setting a budget based on what clients can afford per month, based on today's rates and also if the rates move. I mean, I've been a mortgage broker for 10 years, and even when I organised my finance, I got myself a pre-approval. At the time, it was very useful because when I saw the house I wanted to buy, I had to make a decision on the spot. And so that's really important to be prepared when you find the property you want. If you're not prepared, you might miss out on it. So we recommend all of our clients get pre-approved, even if they know they're going to get the loan, because it puts them in a strong position. So the lenders put something in writing to them to say they will lend you this much money, you know what your repayments are, and you know how much deposit that's going to cost. The main reason that you buy within limits is because a lot of people can borrow a lot of money, and so just because the bank says you can say borrow $1 million, they might not be comfortable making those loan repayments. So it's a reality that property prices in Australia are increasing, and to buy the home of your dreams is probably beyond the reach of many first home buyers. So what we do is we look at setting a budget, and most importantly making sure that the repayments are affordable, not just now but if rates go up as well. So that helps people accumulate wealth because they're holding on to their property and it's affordable, and it's generally 2 or 3 properties that they buy and sell before they get the one they're really happy with. When you make an application with a lender, they don't just look at what you can borrow in today's rates, they also stress test the loan to say, if rates do go up by as much as 1 or 2%, is it still responsible for them to lend you the money? So we do explain that to clients and explain that if interest rates do go up, that this is what the repayment's going to be, and also maybe a way to reduce that risk is to consider fixing. They need to think about not just your circumstances now, but if they're going to change in the future. So, for example, if one person's not going to be working, can you take reduced payment options throughout that time? Can you pause the repayments if you go overseas on a bit of a holiday? So we add a lot of value by making sure that clients get the right home loan from the right lender.